everybody. Welcome. Good to see you. What y'all think about this? Oh, Homelite 35. Buddy of mine brought this by the other day, and I think the intake boot is busted on it, and I don't know for sure. So this video might be fairly short. I don't know. I did crank it the other day and it cranked revved up, and that was all it do. So I had a different video planned, and I started on it just a little bit ago to get ready to film it, and some of the parts was the wrong parts, so I didn't get far on that one either. I've got several other things to do, but I said, well, we hadn't had a Homelite on here in a long time, so this might not be a very good video. It might just be a video y'all finding out the intake boot's busted. He brought the saw and said if I could do something with it, do it. If I couldn't, just you know, we'll use it for parts or something. Sorry, I was thirsty. So we're just gonna get a little look at it. This saw's in really good shape, but unfortunately, with these old Homelites, if it needs any work done to it, you might have to tear the whole cotton picking saw apart. And well, you know, that's just the way they are. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do very first thing is I'm going to pull the carburetor off of it. And we're going to look down in there and see if we can tell whether the intake boot's busted or not. Because I have a half a feeling that that's probably what's wrong with it. Because I did look down through the carburetor and you could see a little bit of rubber bubbling down in there. So I'll put my fuel line clamp on here, drop that over there. Hopefully she won't come back loose. Just gonna have a little looky-see in here. Looky-see, looky-do. I dang sure don't want to break no hoses, because you have to tear the whole saw apart to change them as well. That pulse line hose seems to be stuck to the carburetor. And I don't want to get off on a tangent about fussing about these things and the way they're manufactured. I think that ripped a little bit, but nonetheless, it is there. Bring y'all over here, see if y'all can see this. Yep, I'd say the intake's busted. That's a pretty decent Walbro carburetor on it. I don't know if you can just change this intake or not. Huh? Maybe. Let me go turn the air on. I might have been worried for nothing. We might be able to actually put an intake boot in this thing. Looks like I'm recanting that statement. But the intake boot is definitely busted. Definitely. Matter of fact, there's a chunk of it. Yep, I'd say she's in a few pieces. Yep, all wadded up. All wadded up. It does run though. It actually sounded fair. I don't know what we're going to do with this saw. See, the silliest thing about this saw is that, oh sorry, I'm knocking y'all around. Let me. The intake boot, this has to come off to change it, I believe. And to get this off, you have to tear the whole thing apart. But there is like a cap right there. You know what? Let me take these bolts out and see. Well, I don't think it'll come out, but maybe it will. No, it won't. There's some melted rubber off of something. Some type of epoxy. Why didn't they just make two cutouts where you could turn this thing and pull the intake out of it? That would have been so simple. I mean, there's two ears on there that hold it, and it's got this hose run up through it so you can't turn it. All they had done was put a notch here and a notch there, and you could turn this thing and just pull it out, change the intake boot, and put it back on. But they didn't do that. And I don't know why. I'm going to take a few things loose here, just to see if by chance we might could get lucky enough to just pick the thing up. Now I don't have an intake for it right now, but if I can raise this up, if I can raise it up enough to get it out of there, I would toy with the idea of getting one and see if we could fix it. But if it's going to be like 8 or 10 hours to tear it down and put it back together, I ain't fooling with it. I'm going to pull the side cover off, get the ball and chain off of it. If all else fails, at least we can use it. D198, D196. Okay. Yeah. Come on, sir. Come on. heavens to Betsy. Let me turn this all around. There we go. I got it out of there. I'm hoping that just pulling these loose will let me raise it up enough that I can get under there to it. Maybe. Take these out and take that mount off there. That'll give me a little bit more room. There's nothing to pull against, so I can't just get it out of there. We'll get it out of there in a minute. There we go. Need to ask Smitty what's holding this thing together. Maybe he knows. I definitely do not. I don't have a flashlight in my pocket for some reason. I forgot it and left it in the house. Let me go get a light. Alright, I got a light. I still have no idea what I'm doing, so we'll probably wind up with it torn all the way apart before the day's over with. Whether we ever see it put back together is beyond me, because I don't particularly like to tear these things apart. Why did they make it that way? That's the only thing that I can say is why. Oh, really? Yeah. Hey, I got it out of there. See, this is what I don't understand. This thing right here, all that it had done was made it where this would twist and come up through the center hole. Just 2 earlets cut out there, and that would have been great. Now there is the rest of the intake. There's the rest of the intake. Oh. Well. This is how you figure it out. You just start taking till you take it off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go see if I can find an intake for this thing. Because I know several people's wanted to see some Homelite stuff. And, well, I usually let Smitty do all the Homelite stuff. But since this one, if it would have been a 330, I would not have done it. Because I've done a couple of intakes on 330s and I'll never do another one of them. Because they are a pain in the royal hind end. So, this saw doesn't have a whole lot of time on it. And that was not terrible to get apart. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to go see if I can find an intake for this thing. If I can, I'm going to order it. And we will put it back together and see if it'll run. I'm not going to port this saw. I don't believe. Because taking it apart would be more effort than I really want to put into it. But I've got a lot of other stuff going on right now. But we might see if we can make a good runner out of it. And then we'll see how that goes. So, if y'all want to see the content on this thing, you let me know. If it ain't too awful bad and you want to see it, we might do something with it. Or, we might send it to Smitty after we get it running and let him do the work on it. That way we get a little collaboration with Smitty. Because I like to run the stuff Smitty does. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes and go from there. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bellhopper out.